Good evening, friends. I am feeling very exhausted, both physically and mentally. So we're just gonna have ourselves a nice, mellow vlog today. Sound good? Hope so, because that's what we're doing. Let me get good and cozy here because I do have another work story to tell you guys this evening. You remember me telling you about Pam the other day? Don't be a Pam. Well, today we had a Kathleen. Kathleen came in to pick up a carryout order, and the order for Kathleen was never placed with me. Now, I was not busy. It was not something I had missed. It would have been impossible for any of us to miss this. She didn't call. Something happened. She probably called the wrong store, but she's very insistent that she placed her carryout order. She then proceeds to tell me that we didn't answer the phone when she called, but she left us a voicemail with her order on it. We don't have voicemail set up. If you call and we don't answer, it just rings forever until we answer or you hang up. I try to tell Kathleen that. She's not having it, she's not hearing it. What do I know? I just work here. She then shows me the phone number that she used to call our store to place the order, and it is not even remotely close to our number. Like, not one number was correct. So I look at it and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry. This is not our phone number. She's like, well, this is what Google says. This is what the internet says. You have the wrong phone number on the internet, and starts getting upset with me. And I'm like, okay, well, let's place your order. Let's do this first, and then we'll try to troubleshoot what's going on, Kathleen. Let me help you here. I pull out my phone and I Google where I work, and the correct phone number comes up immediately. I show her that. She's like, well, that's not what I saw. Okay, perhaps you found your way to our website, Kathleen. Let me just check the website and see if maybe you didn't call another one of our stores. There are a number. Perhaps you just called the wrong one. So I'm looking at the website. That number does not exist within the company. At this rate, Kathleen is getting very mad at me. She asked for my name throughout the duration of our interaction 4 times, which means she intended to get me in trouble for her having the incorrect number. She then asks me to use my phone to call the number that she dialed. And I'm like, not trying to call random numbers on my phone. So I do it from the store's phone instead, and it goes straight to a voicemail, which is like somebody's voicemail. She's calling and leaving orders with like somebody on their cell phone. I tell her what happens. She doesn't believe me. And she calls the number again, and she's staring at me and she's staring at the phone like, I'm gonna call this number and that phone's gonna ring. Guess what, Jess? I'm gonna find out you've been lying about this whole thing. Phone number rings, clearly. And she is just so pissed at me personally. And I'm trying to help her, you know? I'm trying to, like, let's troubleshoot. Let's figure this out. How did you find this number? How did you come across this? So a lot of time goes by. There are other guests at the bar kind of giggling to themselves about how nutterballs she's being about the situation. Her food comes up. It's ready. It's all packed up. She's paid. I'm ready to get that energy out of my life. And she's like, I found where you guys have posted the incorrect number on the internet. I found it. Okay, Kathleen, where did you find it? She's like, well, I Googled it. I'm like, your Google says this? Because my Google did not. She shows me her phone, and she's on a website called allmenus.com. And I'm like, oh, no, that's not Google. That's the website, allmenus.com. This is also where I tell you Kathleen is not an elderly person. I'd have far more understanding if she were elderly and just phones and technology weren't her thing. I get that. I experience that all the time. That's okay. But she knew how to use her phone. I'm trying to explain to her that allmenus.com is not Google, and we did not post that, and we had no affiliation with the website. She's like, well, you have to change it. What are you going to do about this? And I'm like, well, I'll tell corporate and I'll see what they can do about it. But like, I don't know. Here's our actual number, Kathleen. Please use this one. And guys, this lady left so mad at me personally. I could not believe how you could justify that in your head. It was wild. She obviously did not tip me, but we all knew that was gonna happen. Kathleen was not a fan of Jess. Good times. Kathleen and Pam, oh, they'd get along great.
Check out this distinguished gentleman with his little folded arms. Such a handsome chap.
Apparently the goal today is to vlog solely from the couch. Crushing it so far. I went to my parents this morning. My mom and my brother are out of town. They're in Florida. My grandpa is not doing great. Seems as though he's on his way out. My mom and my brother were able to go and say their goodbyes. So my dad is home alone right now, and he doesn't typically know what to do without my mom. They've been married a really long time. He's bored without her. So I went to go visit him this morning, and he sent me home with some goodies that he found antiquing the other day. So that was very exciting, and I'll share that with you guys in a minute. But first I wanted to show you guys how funny this picture is. So like I said, my mom and brother are at my grandparents' house. I believe my aunt is still there as well. My grandpa is home and in hospice right now, so they've been spending time helping take care of him and just getting a visit in while they can. And my brother sent this picture on like a family group chat today. They framed this. Why did my grandparents frame this terrible, painfully awkward picture of like 6th grade Jess? Why? Why in all of the pictures you could have framed is this the one? The other funny thing about this picture is that my grandparents are huge Ohio State fans. I live in Ohio, and that is a big thing here. I'm not a football person, and I'm not an Ohio State person, and I fancied myself a rebel. I always wore Michigan stuff because they're the big rival. Can't like Michigan if you live in Ohio. So it's extra weird that my grandparents chose this particular picture to frame because I'm in a Michigan shirt. They used to have an entire room of their house dedicated to Ohio State stuff. Like they had an OSU room that like we would always stay in when we were kids. And this is the picture they framed. I wonder what the thought process was there. So I had a bit of an emotional moment talking about my grandparents. Needed to take a little break from filming, but I did tell you guys I would show you what my dad sent me home with today, and it's all very cool, exciting stuff. So we're gonna end it on a high note. Also, these are like blue light blocking glasses. They like don't look tinted yellow normally, but I have the lights on right now. So if you're like, what is she wearing? That's why they look like this. So my dad found this Doctor Who Clara bobblehead. This is the second one of these Doctor Who bobbleheads he's found me. He's very good at finding Doctor Who stuff, actually. And then he found these. These were $1 a piece. They're so fun. We're gonna have to put these on the wall because they're so cool. They're these old board games. I think all of them are from the 70s. It's the board for different games. This is for the Hound Cats. Dad said this was a cartoon. I don't know what this is at all. I'm gonna have to look this up, but it's very cute. I mean, look at the dapper cat. Freaking adorable. And the rest are all Disney. This one is a little fragile. This is the board to a Winnie the Pooh game. It's so cute. I love all the old Pooh sketches. Look at them pulling him out. Oh my God, adorable. We're trying to find years on these, and I haven't researched any of them yet, so I need to take the time to do that. This is copyrighted 1933. Doesn't necessarily mean that this is from 1933. Again, I'm guessing maybe with this one, 60s, but I thought this was so cute. The next one is so cute. It's this Donald Duck party game for young folks. And look how adorable this print is just on the outside of it. And then the board is just this big Donald in the middle. You see this South Donald Duck right now? This is goals. It's fully snowing outside right now. So I want to be this guy. And then the last one Dad got me, and he did save this one for last. He said this is the clincher. This is like the one I'm gonna swoon over the most. The board for this Magic Kingdom game. I'm not sure where it is right now. I have to go digging, but I think I might have this game, and I've been like too afraid to get it out and play with it because it's like so old. But how cute is this little game? These smell like old books. These smell really good. Just noticing that. So I need to pull my Disney game out to see if this is the same one and play it. Like, we gotta play it eventually. Like, it's too cute. Again, I have to research all of these. These are definitely going to find their way onto the walls of this place somewhere. These are so cool. Dad, if you're watching, as he sometimes does, thank you. He really does find me the most incredible stuff. Like, it's impressive. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the vlog here. Steve should be getting home pretty soon. I think I'm in for a stressful, long day at work tomorrow. So I'm just gonna take care of myself tonight and be ready and raring to go for the weekend. So I love you guys. I hope you're doing well. Send my family some good vibes if you can, and I'll see you tomorrow.